Hello guys, DJParson here, and we have another season of the Intermezzo Championship while we're waiting for the World Championship to continue. From the last season of the Intermezzo, you definitely saw the game between me, Weidenbaum, and Payada. Payada sadly is not in Grandmasters anymore. He had to go down, and we will wait for him. Maybe next season we can meet up again if both me and Weidenbaum can stay in Grandmasters. And this first game also has Weidenbaum in it, so let's jump right in. Of course, not only Weidenbaum, but also another player. It's Martin Pecheur. So very high caliber players here in this game. We can take a quick look at the leaders and wonders. What do we see? We do see what and the railroad, for example. The Suez Canal. Isabella Barbarossa is good for colonies. We have Pierre. We have Red Cross. Alright. Okay, so Weidenbaum takes the Engineering Genius for his first move. Then Martin will take Urban Growth and Frugality. And then I will take the Patriotism and the Library. So a lot of wonders on the deck, so I could only take one wonder and the Patriotism. And I decided to go for the Library of Alexandria. Weidenbaum goes for Confucius, will elect him, increases pop. No, builds a mine, doesn't increase pop, wants to take the Roman roads instead. So that's what he does. Martin will take Hammurabi. It did stay on 2, so that's good for us. And it takes the last wonder, which is the Colossus. We'll also start out with an extra lab instead of the mine. I will go for Moses. Can increase population a little bit cheaper. Then also build that extra mine. And do draw the open borders and the vast territory. Good cards to draw for the first turn. Then we get the development of religion. And Weidenbaum can't take the free religion. Martin also can't do it. I can, however, take that free religion, so that's good for me. Weidenbaum will build the lab and start building on the Roman roads. Also grabs himself an alchemy. Martin will increase pop, builds that mine as well. Grabs monarchy and an iron. And the alchemy, okay, right, he has an extra selection thanks to Hammurabi, so a lot of very good technologies, very expensive of course, but yeah. So I do go for the open borders agreement with Weidenbaum, so we both have an extra military action. I will also take that free religion. I have a lot of extra population thanks to Moses. And then after I have spent all of my food, I switch to Isabella. I even have vast territory, so that could be some really good synergy. And I will be starting to produce extra rocks here as well. Weidenbaum opens the development of civil life. We'll finish that Roman roads and even go for the alchemy and grabs Barbarossa. Marta goes for revolution with the extra military action from Hammurabi. He can still increase pop, so yeah, quick turn. Saves a lot of signs on the monarchy, I like it. I will then go for the colonies, and first I open the development of planning with that vast territory. Because I even have another territory in hand, I will go for cartography. So I have pretty good good outlook on those territories. There is even the Suez Canal. There's no watch, but still I will probably be likely to get a lot of these colonies, especially the vast territory that I put in already is pretty good. And then next turn I can finish that library. Development of science will be open next. Let's see if Weidenbaum, okay, he goes for knights, and then probably Barbarossa, also the engineering genius. Goes for Barbarossa, can go for knights and even build one to get out of corruption. Nicely handled. Still producing a lot of food, and he even has the tactic, the medieval army. Yeah, no, I definitely regret giving him the open borders agreement. He can really use those military actions, and also making me a little bit afraid of aggressions from him. So would have been better to go with Martin, but he has Hammurabi, so he needs the military actions as well. So I didn't want to go for him with the pact. Alright, development of markets is our last development. Martin will finish that Colossus, go for Gutenberg, and develop the alchemy with Gutenberg first. Okay, builds an extra lab, grabs Code of Laws, so more civil actions. He has a lot of civil actions. Monarchy, Code of Laws, and even the extra ones from Gutenberg. I will cancel the pact now, the open borders agreement with Weidenbaum, too dangerous for my liking. I mean, we do lose an extra military action, but I can make it more likely that I can defend against him. So I'm not sure if that is the wisest move, but yeah, I'm afraid of what he can do with his military actions and what we can't really do. Like, look at how much food he has. If he has still 3 military actions, he can easily build up his military and still draw cards. Like this, at least he's yeah, denied a little bit of card draw if he wants to spend everything in military. I will also build an extra warrior and grab the monarchy, so I can go for the monarchy maybe next turn with my 3 science production. And extra warriors, I mean, there's 2 colonies in the deck already. I don't wanna, oh no, maybe just 1, but I definitely need some of these warriors to maybe win those territories. Weidenbaum will push, we get the Vast immediately, and I'm able to win it. Have to pay 3 rocks and my defend card, but the Vast is definitely worth it. But yeah, Weidenbaum now can build another knight. And he also builds that extra warrior. Goes for an extra alchemy. Very strong start from him. Patriotism here as well now. So he does get extra military actions. Martin now has to be afraid a little bit as well. He does have that Colossus. But first he goes for the alchemy, will take the bread and circuses, can go for that next turn, can help him with happy faces and military, of course. Perhaps reserves here for 3, doesn't take the swordsman. I mean, with 4 strength he can't, I mean, theoretically he could defend against an aggression from Weidenbaum, but that's not super likely. I will open an extra science from Confucius, go for that monarchy, increase pop. Go for patriotism to rebuild with that warrior to go up to at least 3 strength. Not enough to defend, of course, but it will take the swordsman here as well. The second copy of knights is very late. That is giving Weidenbaum, yeah, a really big strength advantage. I guess I can't even go for knights if they come out. And we do see the enslave from Weidenbaum, 2 rocks, 2 extra food for him, and I will lose a population. And then Weidenbaum will go for the iron. Can immediately upgrade 2, but at least now he doesn't have more military actions. So yeah, taking away the extra military action from the open borders maybe was still a good move for me. At least he's not drawing new cards or anything. So not super unhappy with that decision now. Inhabited, open next. Sorry. Weidenbaum is able to win this, probably has to send an army for this. Even more than an army. I mean, sure, colonies are very good for Barbarossa, but this is costly, especially because he doesn't have a lot of military actions. If only that had come out a little bit earlier and there would have not been the aggression. I definitely don't like that the aggression went through, even though I can spare the population. It's not the biggest deal. Martyr will slowly start building up his alchemies, goes for iron, grabs breakthrough. He has still a lot of civil actions, very good infrastructure from him. Even takes the Meiji Castle. Next turn with that rich land and everything, he can upgrade 2 more iron and 1 more alchemy. I really like his position as we start into H2. Another science from Confucius. I will take those knights and develop them. And then I can copy the tactic from Weidenbaum, so going up to 7 strength now. Also grabbing myself a frugality. I have that 3rd farm, so I will, especially with that vast territory and a pretty healthy yellow bank, will still produce quite a bit of population from this. And then with frugality I get out the population just a little bit quicker. Weidenbaum uses patriotism to build a knight here and a warrior, so he's going up to 7 strength again and even up to 10. Spends all of his military actions and then goes for Catherine. Very good for him, using Barbarossa a little bit and then replacing him with Catherine immediately. Giving him military actions, which he can really use, and of course culture production and the possibility to steal yellow cubes from us. And even has a lot of science in hand, even goes up to 12 strength here. And yeah, if he gets a new government, he's looking super strong, but Martin also is. I'm not so strong as the other guys at this point, I feel. We will see. An extra science yet again from Confucius. Martin is pretty weak. He can go for Grand Circuses. Upgrade one more lab, one more mine. Grab the efficient upgrade for next turn and then a warfare. So he's pretty weak. Can play tactic but doesn't fulfill it even. So Weidenbaum can steal the yellow cube from him definitely. But let's see what I will do. I do go for a knight. Can grab frugality and urban growth. And I go for the team spots. I could also have gone for swordsman, develop them here and maybe upgrade one more warrior. So that at least Weidenbaum can't steal the yellow cube from me. Maybe I should have done that. I mean, it's pretty likely that he doesn't have anything to play here. So he wants to use the Catherine action next turn. And he would get still get it if only Martin is weaker. So I think it might have been worth it to just go for the swordsman, upgrade 1, maybe even 2 to become stronger than Weidenbaum. So yeah, I decided against that. Or maybe I didn't see it, who knows. Weidenbaum definitely does that, yeah. Takes away yellow cube from both of us. He gains 1 himself, and then he even gets basically everything. He gets Republic and selective breeding, so his production is gonna get even better soon. Grabs patriotism here as well. With Catherine he has 3 MAs, so Republic is totally fine. Marta goes for the international trade agreement. I will produce extra rocks and Marta will produce extra food. Then he upgrades 1 more mine, 1 more lab. Grabs strategy. Can develop that to make him at least safe from any aggressions. Grabs reserves here as well. And there's quite a lot of good cards here. Can we take some of those? But first I will go for an arena, going up to 13 strength. Grab average land and the cannons. I mean, I have knights, I have swordsmen, and now I also have cannons. So potentially I am the strongest, so with that tactic, and inhabited territory is also not bad, and with a Napoleonic army, maybe there's potential if I also get a war to maybe use that to make some sort of comeback here. We get the cultural influence, not much culture production at this point. Then Weidenbaum will go for extra food production, both of them upgraded here. Grabs rifleman, grabs engineering genius, can even grab statue, or decides to go for that Harvard College instead. Arte will open wealthy territory, which Weidenbaum is able to win here. Once again, very expensive. I'm not sure if he wanted to win this. I'm not totally sure here if he just wanted to make it a little bit expensive. 2 knights and a warrior. I mean, maybe he can use it to transition, but even then, that's quite a lot of military actions. So I'm not sure if he really wanted that. He has a lot of rocks anyway, so not sure. Marte will finish the Himeji Castle, grabs himself navigation and develops that up to 4 colonization now. Grabs a revolutionary idea. So sadly for me, the colonization didn't really work out. I did get that pretty vast territory, but then the other colonies went to the other guys. Mostly Weidenbaum, because he was willing to bid so much. Pestilence opened by me, so I will have to destroy Aurora and rebuild him immediately. And then I grab the Suez Canal. So yeah, I still have the Inhabited in hand. With that I will have good use for the Suez Canal, upgrade rock production a little bit. Would have really loved to maybe also combine this with Maria Theresa. I'm not sure though if Weidenbaum, I mean, he probably would have been able to. Maybe he would have been able to take the Suez. I'm not sure if he would have done it. So my question is if I could have just waited one turn and maybe grab the breakthrough, the reserves, stuff like that. Maybe even go for the coal, even though I can't go for it right now. But yeah, I decided to go for that Suez Canal and then hopefully finish that next turn. Weidenbaum finishes the Harvard College. Can increase population quite a bit here. Goes for a rifleman. Builds one. Upgrades another. Grabs breakthrough and reserves. Yeah. Taking some good yellow cards here. Martin will open the foray. That's good news for me, getting maybe a little bit of extra food, or maybe the rocks. Martin will go for Charles Darwin, producing 5 culture now, grabbing that selective breeding as well. Can increase pop and build a warrior. He's really getting away with not a lot of military at the moment, but yeah, he has 2 wonders that give strength. He has the arena. He has strategy and navigation, and then those 2 warriors. But yeah, that's enough for him. 12 strength makes him even stronger than Weidenbaum. But I'm still the strongest. Sadly, no war in hand. I will push. We get the Ravagers of Time, so I will have to destroy my library, but I can finish the Suez and get the inhabited territory. And then I decide to build a philosophy. But I think we can see my biggest problem right on the board. All of my infrastructure is still from HA. I never was really able to upgrade those. There is a scientific method. Maybe should have grabbed that, but even then it would have taken such a long time now that I've even lost my library without going down to 2 science production. So I do decide to build an extra philosophy. But is this really sustainable in the future? I mean, we will find out. Weidenbaum has upgraded everything. Martin will do so next turn, so that is a big problem for me. Still, military-wise, there is potential. I have 7 rocks production now, thanks to that Suez Canal. Weidenbaum gets a cannon, gets organized religion. Can increase pop twice. Goes for cannons. Will build one. Has defensive army, going up to 17 strength now. Yeah, that's not bad. 17. Martin opens the knowledge of the ancients. 3 signs for everybody. That's good for me. Now I wish that I had taken maybe the scientific method. Nate will lose the Colossus, which is usually good, but not this early on. You usually want to draw the H3 cards, which he's just missing by 1 card. Weidenbaum had taken 1 more card, then he would have still gotten the 3 cards from H3 with the Colossus, and after that he would have had to destroy it. But unfortunate for him. He will, however, be fortunate enough to upgrade 2 farms, grab cavalrymen and architecture, and then upgrade at least 1 warrior, 2 riflemen. I will even lose my leader at the end of H2 here. And we go into H3, Isabella gone, swordsman gone. I will grab Nobel. So yeah, I guess I really missed the boat on the Napoleonic army, but I didn't grab any wars or something. So it is also really hard to utilize my tactics. And then maybe it's my best choice to go for cannons from here on and transition to fortifications. But yeah, I do get Nobel, so at least I have 5 science protection now, which is not really bad. We'll go for cannon. Upgrade 1, grab frugality, destroy that religion, and build yet another cannon. This sadly means, of course, that I'm down to 1 military action, so I don't draw a lot. I'm missing the breakthrough and everything, so yeah, some really tough decisions. But I'm now the strongest again with 21. Weinbaum opens the new deposits, 6 for everybody. We see an early oil here. Let's see if Weinbaum will go for that. He will. Yeah, super good position for him. Grab the oil, develop that, and upgrade twice. So bring up to 12 rock production in the first turn of H3. That is super strong. Martin will open the civil unrest. 2 and 1 discontent workers, so quite a bit of culture gone for these two guys, not having happy population. There's a super early democracy that is grabbed immediately by Martin. He will develop that. So these guys getting great cards from H3, which I really wouldn't be able to afford at this point. Rockets and wave for Martin as well. Freedom of movement. I can use that at least nicely. I can go from warrior to cannon. Build yet another cannon. And yeah, I decided to grab the fast food chains here. A little bit early on. Not sure if that is the wisest move. Now we have a couple of other wonders as well. I mean, Spaceville isn't really good for me. Manhattan Project could be able to use that. I decided to grab that fast food chains. They can even build one stage to get out of corruption. I was really having some problems with corruption here. I still have that 1 minus blue token. This sadly means I can't grab something like the revolutionary idea. I will, however, be able to grab 1 urban growth. Next turn I can also finally use my frugality to get 1 more pop out. But Weidenbaum will open the autonomous territory, which Martin will be able to win here for 2 riflemen, which is a steep price. But this early on probably still worth it. Weidenbaum gets civil service, even more civil actions for him. Efficient upgrade, can use that immediately thanks to Howard College to upgrade another oil, 15 work production. Then he will go for organized religion and another farm. He wants to have a great late game. 15 food, 7 extra food, 15 rocks each turn, and 18 food in the bank. Martin also wants more food, decides to build the same extra selective breeding, and also builds another mine. I think he rebuilt 1 mine with freedom of movement into a rifleman, and then I think he used his rich land. No, he didn't have rich land, maybe just... what did he do? Maybe he did that earlier on. But I think, yeah, where's military build-up? Wave nationalism and military build-up, he's really safe behind his Imeji Castle and these 2 cards. So even though he is the weakest by a bit, he isn't really in any real danger. And that is problematic for me, because military is kind of the only way that I could do something. I guess at this point, maybe that is too late. I will be able to grab air forces, reserves, increase population, and I can't even go for 1 air force. Build another stage to get out of corruption again. But yeah, spending my rocks early in H3 on a wonder that is not yet finished isn't really the best thing to do. But I don't really see much of an alternative here. I do grab some tactics. Are there still tanks? There's still both tanks, so potentially I can get enough science. I mean, science is still okay, so I could get 2 tanks and then maybe 2 air forces. That is quite a bit of strength. If I also get a war, of course. Terrorism will come out now, and Weidenbaum still is the one with the least culture, so he can destroy, I think, an alchemy from Martin and that team sports from me. Very close between me and Weidenbaum with the culture here. Would have loved to destroy that myself. But okay, Weidenbaum grabs the Red Cross and now he overtakes me in culture by quite a bit. Now he has even double mine, so 35 culture for the Red Cross for Weidenbaum. And that's his whole turn. But yeah, not every time that you get 35 culture. Strategic territory is still not able to win that, sadly. Martin takes this for a warrior, a rifleman. And then he can use this in the wave of nationalism to rebuild. Oh no, go to 1 rocket, 2 rockets. Grabs patriotism. Yeah, wars against him seem impossible. Even builds a rifleman, revolutionary idea, professional sports. Yeah, these guys have civil actions. I don't have civil actions. These guys have military actions. I don't have those neither. I don't even have rock or food production or really good science production. I get air forces though. I can build 1. And I get the military theory. So I'm getting some things together. The first copy of tanks will be gone, but there's another one. So potentially, if I have the time to get out tanks and military theory and spend all of my rocks on military, and I get a war, there might be something I could do with my military here. However small those chances aren't, as long as I'm not drawing a war, that won't help me at all. But the territory is probably nice. I get 9 new fresh rocks for just 1 night. There's also the second copy of tanks. Weinbaum will go for Steve Jobs, and then probably computers. Fundamentalism first. Alright. Increases pop. Twice. Goes for 2 more riflemen to go up to 36 strength. Grabs computers. With a revolutionary idea. No, wants to go for computers next turn maybe. Just using his yellow cards, but not go for computers quite yet. Still 34 rocks in his bank. Historic territory. Weinbaum will take this one for... Okay, this time he doesn't have to send 3 units. Just the 1 rifleman and 3 cards. And then Pierre the Coubertin for Martin. Grabs urban growth, uses his wave of nationalism, grabs spaceflight, destroys one of those farms he built recently and goes for 1 rifleman. Going up to 35 strength now, being the strongest. I do get a revolutionary idea here, that is nice, and the tanks. So we'll show the fortifications, finish the fast food chains. Play reserves for food, increase pop. Not taking the revolutionary idea. I am not taking tanks. I guess might not have enough for everything. Not sure if I... Yeah, if I draw 1 now, I could declare the war, go for military theory, revolutionary idea, and tanks. I guess I should have then played... If I go for the full... biggest war possible in next turn, I think I should have gone for the tanks. I mean, at first I still need the war, which I don't draw, so that destroys any hope of a comeback here, if it was even possible. Economic progress, I don't get anything, basically. 3 rocks, and Weinbaum gets 13 and 7 food. At this point he just has too much rocks, too many rocks. Okay, maybe go for multimedia, goes for computers. Upgrades 1, and another 1. Increase population, grab tanks, fill up those. And can build 2 of them. 37 strength for him now. Can also show the modern army, 44 strength. And between these 2 guys it is pretty close. I mean, I think I'm far, far behind them. Don't know if there's any chance. Martin will push. We get the arms industry. I'm not part of any of those. No extra rocks for me. And then Martin uses patriotism. Builds another rocket. Goes for architecture. Another rocket. Shows the entrenchments. 57 strength. and then also goes to Pro Sports. Can build one 30 culture collection with Pierre now. Reserves. And that will not quite end the age, so I do get one more draw, but I won't have the chance to go for war. I don't even know who I would go against. No chance against Martin, I think, with the Himeji Castle, and Weidenbaum with 41 rocks. Yeah, maybe if it came earlier, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I don't have any chance now. Even losing to the refugees, not a good sign when you're behind in culture and losing to the refugees. Doesn't spell good omens. But I can go for democracy. I can go for one air force. Grab the mechanized agriculture reserves. But yeah, I think we can focus on the other two guys now. Weinbaum and Martin, who will take the win here as we go into H4. Weinbaum doesn't play politics. Can increase population 3 times and grab movies. Can build 3 movies here. 1, 2, no, just 2 and 1 rifleman to go up to 60 strength. I mean, he doesn't get a wonder here now. I mean, he's still at maybe a little bit too much rock production, and he couldn't really focus on culture production. So I think Martin, with that wonder, it's gonna get really close between these two. Let's see who will take it. Impact's probably gonna play a big role, and Weinbaum should have a little bit of a lead here. But who knows? Improve balance 18, 8, and 6. Martin builds yet another arena. Can go and spend a lot of rocks. Go for computers and then finish the space flight with the engineering genius. 26 culture for him. So you will end up with 55 versus 43. So you will have a lead going into the impacts. We do have 5 impacts. Yeah, many of them could come from Martin. I have a bit of technology, industry, and happiness. I don't think any of these will be good for me. And this point I just say, okay, let them do it themselves. I have no chance of having any say in the outcome of this game. Try to get a little bit of food, a little bit of population, a little bit of variety. But I will be far behind the others. Let's see if Weinbaum or Martin will take the game. We get input of culture, 14 to 7. Agriculture, 10, 13, and 11. We get competition, 26, 18. I think Martin will have this. 15, we just have 2 more impacts. Population, 14, 18, and 16. And last but not least, but this would have to be a big one, 24, 21, and 19. So congratulations to Martin Pescher, who will take the first game of the Intermezzo Championship Grandmasters League for this season, taking that from Weidenbaum, and then, yeah, I come out far behind. Yeah, never really had any chance in the late game here. Lost somewhere quite early on. I mean, I did win that early vast territory, but I didn't upgrade anything. And the other two with their, both with the iron and the alchemies, just outproduced me quite heavily. I tried to come back a little bit with military, maybe a little bit mistimed as well with my military trial, but yeah, I didn't get any wars. Maybe if I had an H2 war, I could have done something. I think in H3 it was already too late. And yeah, just not such a great game overall. Always losing my lead at the end of the age, so I didn't really plan those too well. So yeah, I think I didn't play too well, and the others played very, very well. So well-deserved win for Martin, taking away the lead, or don't know if he was ahead, but yeah, taking away the win from Weinbaum, who had definitely the best production in the end. But Martin navigated the end with not as many rocks, but still successfully with having to worry about military. That at least I did accomplish, making these two worry a little bit about the military and not like Weidenbaum. Could have gone for culture production way early on, but he couldn't really afford that. Had to go for a little bit of military and then wasn't able to catch up. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this this not so well result from me, but still we saw two very good players take the win from me, which is also totally fine. Can't win them all. This is only the first of 6 games this season, so I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try to come back in the next game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it and see you next time.